Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Retro Bliss. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Today we have an exciting premiere happening. My friend Pedro Olioni from Brazil contacted me and he asked me if I would premiere the release of one of his new games. And so we're going to do that. Now I have a script that I want to, not that I have to, that I want to read from here. The reason why I'm reading it is because I can't, I never was good at acting. I can't memorize lines half the time. And some of the details in here, Pedro asked me to include. And so today is the first anniversary for Olioni Games. And it's April 21st, and it marks the beginning of the Brazilian company that makes games for the Atari 2600, Olioni Games. This company will be releasing games this week until the 25th, the day it was founded by its founder, game programmer Mr. Olioni, as he's known in the Atari Age forums. Today, we're going to talk about the classic collection of his first games that he posted on the Atari Age forums in the beginning. Unfortunately, the original ROMs are no longer available for download. So those who played them in the beginning and have this ROM may have something historical and rare, because you won't be able to download this for free. But those who haven't had the opportunity to play the first games that gave Olioni Games the boost will be noticed by the stream, can be noticed or watched by James of Zero Page Homebrew, who did initially show these during game development, I believe it was. And let me see here. So those who haven't played can play now, as these collections will be on the company's official website. The link for that will be in the description of the video, by the way. And Pedro will release his games each day. Only on the 23rd he won't post, as he has a first-hand announcement. Not sure what that is. On the 25th, he was going to release his newest game, but due to delays, he has postponed it till the end of the month. The game is a sequel to one of their games, Escape from the Moon. So today we're going to talk about, hold on a second here. Let me get situated. We're going to talk about the Classical Collection Volume 1. And in this cartridge, there are two games in one. This is an AK cart. So we're going to get to this, but I wanted to show you guys, if you guys have not seen it, Olioni Games, this is what their logo is. And like I said, the website will be in the description of the video. Okay, let's get to the game stream. And we're going to start. Now, the way it works is when you start the game, it will start with tank Ovni. Okay, I believe that's how it's pronounced. But in order to get to the second game, you have to hold reset and select at the same time. And so we'll do that when we get to the second game. So this game is tough. And so we're just premiering these games. I want to kind of show them to you guys and give you guys an opportunity to see these. And if you would like to maybe order them directly from Olioni Games. All right, let's get to the game stream here. And like I said, this one's a tough one. This one's a tough one. So I'm not, now I've noticed that some of the games from Olioni Games actually have an ending. So if you get to past a certain point, it says congratulations, you win. I've done that with a few of the games that Pedro has sent me, but I have not been able to do this with this particular game. So we're going to play it for a little while. I want to get a little practice in, and then we'll get to the second game. All right, let's go. Well, I will if I get to the... Are you kidding me? Let's try it again. Okay. I'm going to hit reset. Now, one thing about this game is, like, when you shoot, it's not instantaneous. Like, you shoot and it's like there's this delay. So there wasn't really... Oh, I wanted to go over the instructions too. Hold on a minute, because I did read them. Hold on a minute, guys. Let's get to it. Let me see if I can find them here. All right, let me scroll over here for just a minute. Okay. For tank Ovni, with your joystick, you can control your tank from left to right to be able to target the specific ship. You press the fire button to trigger missions. After losing all lives, to exit the game over screen, select the reset key to return to the title screen. If you want to exit the game, to select another one without having to turn off the video game, press the same reset key to return to the title screen again. So the mission objective is a command of soldiers were located in Colorado in the mountain parts. As they were receiving reports of strange lights and communications, you were sent, you were sent to prevent curious people from disrupting the investigation, but the aliens decided to expose themselves. The soldiers panicked and began to open fire. Now you need to prevent the aliens from consuming the tents. There are 5 squares. And taking the soldiers to study or even to death, thus preventing you from losing your war companions. Now, you need to prevent the aliens from consuming the tents, the 5 squares, and taking the soldiers to study or even to their deaths, thus preventing you from losing your war companions. Once the ship hits this trap, you can get out of it, but be careful not to stop again. Okay. Yeah, that's the crust of the game. That's what you get. So the timing of the shots is what's bad. I'm not saying it's bad game. I'm saying it's tough. So I got to figure it out. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out. All right, let's go. Let me get to the... I can't get the timing down. Well, I got further that time. Okay. All right, let's try again. Like I said, the timing of this is tough. It's really tough. So... Ah! So I neglected to mention that as an official release, this is a world premiere of the official release. So Pedro has given me the honor to do this. So he asked if I would um, showcase and premiere the official release of the game, and so I agreed. Sure, I'll be happy to do that. So he was kind enough to send me the games, and so all right, let's get to it again. Um, like I said, my times and I were good. I'm not sure how long exactly we're going to play, but we're gonna see how far we can get. So I'm a little confused because I did better. I'm a little confused because um, when the ship made it to the tents, which are the 5 squares, um, in the previous games, it like gave me like a half of the playfield to play on. At least I had some type of ability to redeem myself to get back. But when I didn't, when I wasn't able to defend the tents this past game on a full screen, it didn't take me to the half screen. It just automatically um, stopped the game, and there's no explanation in the instructions as to why this is or how to prevent this. So I'm not real sure. Not real sure, but all right, let's play some more. I will tell you the next game I do like a little bit better. So, but I wanted to get this one out of the way. As also, like I said, my timing. But it's odd because when you press the fire button, there's a slight delay. There's a slight delay, and I don't know why, but there's a slight delay when the fire actually leaves the tank. So you kind of have to anticipate. It's not like a game like Mega Mania or something where you would hit it and it would release right away and you have guided missiles or something like that. It's not like that. You just have one shot, it goes straight up, and it doesn't shoot right away. And so there's a slight delay. So you have to anticipate that slight delay in order to get the enemy ship. So let's try again. Let's try again and see how we can do. Ah, see, it didn't go to the halfway mark. But I can see where after a while there might be more of a trick to it, but like I said, the shots are more anticipation. It's not like an immediate shot where you have um, immediate knowledge in your brain to go fire, shoot, fire, shoot. It's like fire, and then it's like a millisecond or some time between the time you shoot and the time that actually releases from the cannon. So it's a little tough. But this game cartridge comes with 2 games. Yeah, that's right. It comes with 2 games. And so we're going to bring up the second game, and I'm going to read the instructions for that. So there we go. Undersea Kingdom. All right, let me get the instructions together here for that somewhere. I have it somewhere. I know I had it somewhere. Oh no, people. Give me just a minute. I lost them. All right, I can find them. I know where they're at, but I got to find them on my computer here. Okay. So, this game is called Where in the world? I already said Undersea Kingdom is what it says on the screen. Okay. And so in Undersea Kingdom, it says I'm reading the instructions here. Futuristic submarine controls. With your controls, you control your futuristic submarine in all directions through the aquatic labyrinths. Easy for me to say. So be careful with some closed and tight spaces. Here you have no lives. Just return to the position where you started at the stage. So dodge the torpedoes that come quickly across the screen, and they do come quickly, by the way. The mission objective: you are a resident of the aquatic kingdom who went to do a routine survey when you are found by a human submarine who wants to sink you and find out what species you are. So you must escape. There are 4 stages. So continue until you reach the end of the screen. So score as many points as possible. So while this game has an ending, it does have an ending. The idea is to get through it by scoring as many points as possible. So that's what we're going to attempt to do, and we're going to play this game. So let me get around to it here. Well, I got to do something else here. All right. Undersea Kingdom. So I got to this by hitting the select and the reset key at the same time. All right, let's go. It kind of reminds me of oh, come on. No. No. Reminds me of Go Sub a little bit, but no. These tight spaces are tough. No! Okay. So I got through the 4 stages and I scored 1,600 points. So the idea is to score as many points as possible. So let's see if I can do better. No, you got to hit. Okay. No. No. You dog. No. Okay. So did better that time. Now I'm perplexed and curious. There are six digits of scoring. It's like how? I'm not sure because the instructions didn't say how the scoring system worked. So, but now this particular game, I can get into, because the idea is to improve and get better. So, 2873. Let's do it again. No. First time dying. $4,000. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Undersea Kingdom. Undersea Kingdom. All right, there it is, guys. A premiere of 2 new games by Olioni Games. There you go, Olioni Games. They're out of Brazil. There's a link in the description of the website, not only to the game may or may not be up on the site quite yet, but it will be today, according to Pedro. So, but there are a number of games that they have. So check them out. If you have any questions, contact Pedro directly. And so I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And I've had a lot of fun. Thank you, Pedro, for providing me these games. So with that, you guys have an awesome day. We'll see you next time.